Hey guys, Jerry Button coming at you here with the first Photoshop tutorial for Iceberg Creativity. And I'm going to show you how to make your own custom brushes from the wavy line abstract we made earlier with Adobe Illustrator. Ready? Let's get started. Start by going back to Illustrator and selecting your actual, your wavy line object. And go here to your background and turn it off. Turn off the background or actually just delete it. Now, it's going to disappear and you can't see your lines. That's fine for right now, because we don't need to edit them anymore. We have them the way we want. So go to File, and then go to Save As. And when this pops up, I'm going to save it to my documents. I'm going to save it as Wavy Lines Import. And make sure the format is Adobe Illustrator AI. And hit Save. And then when this dialog box just pops up, click OK. You don't need to worry about this stuff right now. And give it a second, and once you see that it's renamed from Untitled to Wavy Lines Import, take Illustrator and hide it. Hide Illustrator. Next, open Photoshop if you haven't already. Go to File, Open, and then navigate to where you saved your file. In my case, my documents, or Documents in OS X, sorry. Go to Wavy Lines, and double-click to import. Sorry, I skipped something there. I want to show you, or I want to make sure that when you import the image, it says Photoshop PDF for the format, alright? Okay. And then go to Open. Importing it as a PDF will give you a chance to resize it before actually opening the image and then having to manually resize it. Well, resizing it when it's already open. So make sure Pages is the select format, which you're going to import as. Thumbnail size small, that doesn't really matter. You can put it large, you'll just do that. It doesn't affect the image we're going to be working with. Make sure the name is Wavy Lines Import. And now the width and the height is something we need to change. So by default it should be inches or by centimeters. So make sure it's pixels and size it down to 1000. Because they're linked together, it'll automatically size down the height to match the width so the image does not become distorted. And then just click OK. And now you'll see that our image is imported. It's just a plain white object on a transparent background. To better show you this, I'll create a new image, or a new layer, sorry. I'm going to call this background. I'm going to bring it down to the bottom. I'm going to get my gradient tool, and I'm going to drag a gradient selection. So now you can see our nice little white object. Okay, we're going to name this one brush shape, because we're going to turn it into a brush. Now, before we turn it into a brush, we had to ready a brush preset. Well, something like that. So hit B on your keyboard to get your brushes. In this drop-down menu up here, click this little drop-down menu within the brushes, and go to the Preset Manager. Now you're going to see all the default brushes that come with Photoshop. Not every set, just the first set. So click down here at the bottom one and go all the way up to the top. So you select them all. So bottom one, click it, hold shift and select the top one and hit delete. Then go to done. Then go back to your brushes and you're going to see that they're all gone. And I don't know why the slider bar is still here. Oh well. Alright, get your move tool. And now invert this so it's black. So Command I to invert the brush shape. Make sure the layer is selected to do this. Actually, I'm going to invert the background too. Ha. So make sure you have a black colored wave now instead of the white. Command click the thumbnail icon in the layers box. Go to Edit. And then go to Define Brush Preset. And you're going to get this dialog box pop up. It'll show you the size in which your brush is, 991 pixels. And call it what you want. I'm going to call it Wavy 01. And then click OK. I'm going to get my marquee tool just to turn the selection off. I'm going to turn off the brush shape. I'm going to make a new layer. I'm going to call this Test. I'm going to hit B on my keyboard to bring up my brushes. And then in my drop down menu, look at that. There's my brush. I'm going to click it. And when I click on my menu, or I click on my canvas, there's the brush. Now, of course, you're not limited to black. It's better to use black when creating a brush because white will just show you an outline and it doesn't look really good. It'll be as if you pasted what you see here on the screen now, the outline for where the brush will go. And it's not all that great. And of course, you can change the color to use different colors as well. You know, white and here's black. And if you want, I can make it a nice blood-looking red. And there you go, guys. That is how you make a nice wavy line from Adobe Illustrator into Adobe Photoshop and turning it into a brush. The possibilities with this are as endless as you can create them. and this works perfect for putting in the background of abstracts and, you know, just catchy looking pictures. Guys, thanks for watching. Now, of course, you're not just limited to making wavy line brushes. If you cut someone out and make a selection around them, you can define a picture of a person as a brush preset. Whether or not it works too good is up to experimentation and for you to find out. But this is pretty much how you make a brush. It's not very hard at all. But a few people just don't know how to do it. So I figured this tutorial would help a lot. I'm very sorry it took a long time to get to the Adobe tutorials. There'll be more coming now. And hopefully each time you see an Adobe tutorial, a Pixelmator tutorial or an OS tip or maybe an OS application tutorial will follow along with it, such as Handbrake, maybe Boinx TV, Skype, you name it. I'll do tutorials for anything that people ask me to do, unless it's really hard and I don't know it myself. Thanks for watching, guys.